Well, the challenges are always to look and see how you can help people to get out of a state of poverty. And that's always a challenge. You know, we can always feed people, but we want to do more than just feed someone. You know, it's that whole systemic change thing that we look at.
The original mission was to try to find what people weren't doing, you know, where people were falling between the cracks. That became a big drive for them to go out and see what was necessary and what was needed. And they stepped in and began to develop programs that were needed in those particular areas.
Monday. They said to me, the bag ladies will be here at 9:30, and I said, how do you know bag ladies are arriving at 9:30? Because I had a certain concept of what that meant. Well, the ladies of charity call themselves the bag ladies because they bring in bags of clothes on Monday.
When I started, the clinic was much smaller than it is now. And fortunately, thanks to the sisters, we've been able to expand the clinic and reach a much broader base. We've been able to provide dental services for a wide variety of patients that could otherwise not afford it. We've also been able to provide denture services. As we continue to grow and expand, it's been a fantastic program. The community certainly appreciates it. And without the sister support, there'd be a wide variety of patients that wouldn't be able to seek any treatment. And it's really helped those patients not only get the care they need, but make them feel better about themselves, help them get jobs, and help them provide for their families, just feeling better about themselves and being able to smile and feel comfortable in their environment. And so it's a great feeling for us, and it's a great service.
St. Louis House is a place of stability and support. Single women who are struggling in our community and who have experienced homelessness, often multiple times, find a safe and stable place to raise their children and increase their ability to be employed, to work in the community, and when they're ready, to be able to move forward and afford their own apartment.
Life is hard sometimes, and we all make mistakes, and it put us in situations that would definitely harm us. But if you have an opportunity to do better in life, if you come across someone, maybe even an organization, the St. Louis House, then take advantage of the opportunity and go for it and see how it changes your life.
Ladies of Charity have been a tremendous support to St. Louis House from the very start. And how they support us now, 15 years later, is both with their time and their talent and their treasure. So Ladies of Charity of Lake Travis has resources that they gain from their thrift shop, and we're one of the beneficiaries that we receive money on a monthly basis from them that helps our operating support and our continuity of support. Ladies of Charity of Austin also is a supporter of St. Louis House, and they provide financial support to us. But both chapters provide volunteers, and so the Ladies of Charity from Lake Travis have done apartment setups for us. They have helped with meals, they have helped with childcare. Similarly, Ladies of Charity of Austin also have done apartment setups and helped us with meals and with childcare.
We have a great need to support people who are just having new children, and the diapers and the formula are breaking the family budget. The town gave us the space, and we brought in Ladies of Charity. We organized exactly how the whole thing would work and had it up and running in about 6 weeks because the space was ready and the mission was ready. And then we called it Mary's Corner from our Blessed Virgin. That's how the name got started. We serve children up to age 4 with diapers and formula and all kinds of baby equipment and baby wash, clothing, anything that and if they need other things, strollers, we try and locate those things, and we have a wish list, and we look for some of those other things too.
My role here at Mary's Corner is to meet with each client as she comes monthly, update her records, see what she needs, and take care of all that before she comes in to this lovely area where she shops.
Our volunteers shop with them. They get to choose 3 outfits every month, and we'll give them whatever they need and they check out. They can come once a month.
The Ladies of Charity, they have been so vested in the work that we've been doing for years. I should have gone back to see how many, but it's been so many. They've been so involved in helping us deliver that tasty, nutritious food out to the men and women that live on the streets of our city. And now they're very powerfully involved in helping us build this community here.
The history of the Ladies of Charity here in the diocese has been one of hands-on service to the poor, but also one of trying to change laws, change policies, change regulations which impact negatively on the poor, or conversely will enhance and increase the common good and the human dignity of the people we try to serve. We work very closely with the United States Catholic Conference and the New York State Catholic Conference, who makes known to us different pieces of legislation before either the Congress or the state legislature that will have a positive or a negative impact upon the poor. And then we encourage the ladies to either visit or email or phone their elected representatives and let them know of their support for or opposition to particular public policy issues. And you don't have to have a great many people advocating. If they get 10 letters in the legislature or in Congress about a particular issue, it gets their attention. And the Ladies of Charity are very faithful to doing that.
Our pantry clients are going to be receiving giving tree gifts that each year we put up a tree, and on our tree we have little envelopes with cards in them.
We all pick names off of a tree in an envelope that has, who the present goes to, like if it's a girl or a boy and the age, and some suggestions as to what they would like to receive. And so we go from there. So everybody grabs their envelopes, and and it's really we really enjoy doing this because we like helping other people and giving them some presents, and that's what Christmas is all about, is receiving God's love from us, and that's how we roll.
We do, it's Thanksgiving packages, certificates for food for the poor families. It's Christmas time, toys, stockings for all the children in some poor parishes. And for different regions, there's quite a few regions in Los Angeles. So that money is put to, every cent is spent in a good way. And each region gets so much money that we collect from these.
What God gives you is for sharing. You're not going to take anything with you. So the more you share, the more you get back. It's nice to help the children, the mothers who don't have husbands, children with disabilities, or people, they have all kinds of programs all over the city, and not only here, but in other places in the United States.
I do a column called Ms. Cheap. It's a frugal consumer column in the Tennessean, and one of my first stories that I did 22 years ago was to write about this shop. It's such a great deal for shoppers. It's a great deal for the community because all the money goes to support programs in Nashville. And it's, you know, it's one of those things that there are a lot of consignment shops, a lot of thrift stores, but this is all volunteer, and every penny that they raise goes to do good in the community. And
the welfare office next door gives out food daily to families. They give out money to help pay with utilities and electricity so that people aren't thrown out of their homes. They give away clothing every day. We have this thrift shop to help fund the electric, the rent, and all that sort of thing. There's just so much that we do that I think people aren't even aware of. Maybe even people who work down here aren't even aware of all the things we do.
On a daily basis, I mean, we kind of have two sets of people that we work with. Truly the homeless that are on the street is where my heart is and what I love to do. And they come in and they are hungry. They want a snack immediately, and we have snacks and drinks for them. Usually a fresh change of clothes. We have a ton that need razors and toothbrushes and just soap and things like that. We keep that on hand as well.
What do we do today? What do we do? How do we keep this going and going? And are there other ways that you could really make a difference that we're not seeing, you know? The world, while it should get better, we always have this poverty and there's always a need to help. So help your brother or sister. Help them out of poverty.